It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And we're underway here in South Philly. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
The 39-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and inches.
It's another run here for Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third down and 3. On play action. Here's Dak. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simple. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
From the 46, here's second and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Back to Ferguson once again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up the first down.
On the ground, this is Miles Sanders. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 9. Play fake. Prescott. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Nolan Smith in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger onto punt for Dallas. Back deep is Avery Williams. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
At the 9-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So that's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Brings up second down.
Second and 5. Now Hurts will call his own number. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to air this. And he will go all the way. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. Uh-oh. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. play fake. Down. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run the toss here to Sanders. The defense stringing him out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the side as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Complete to A.J. Brown. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Delivers it quick to Brown.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. And they've got it with 3rd and 6 coming up. Now Hurts. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
To return, it is Turpin. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw is Prescott. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm, and now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Here's Brian Anger now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. To start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. Hurts to throw. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
6-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. Finds an alley to the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And the big back, A.J. Dillon. Not much much happening there. Just a short gain.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. And in motion is Brown. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw, Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll take this one in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0.
Cowboys nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
From the gun, here's Sanders. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. First time to Lamb in this one, and it's a 1st down. Here's 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards. And another 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. Dak going to run with it himself. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Prescott. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. Cowboys are on the board. It's now 14-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Eagles offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Second down throw for Hurts. Caught by Saquon. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. A first down throw for Hurts. He gets back to Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
27-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts will try it again. The open receiver is Dotson. And he's close to it on a 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 17-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal.
A 34-yard
This
attempt.
from 34 yards. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't think there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. Got a man open downfield. It's Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3rd down. I focus, Greg. picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Cowboys 7.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Here's Ferguson on the tight end screen. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Second down. Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Williams. They'll get 19 out of that play. That's good for a Dallas first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle.
49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 7
Just a
yards.
simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
At the
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands, I can do some things.
On second down, it's Dak. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They run out of the gun with Sanders. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. Pickens, first catch, and that's good for a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield.
And he will get into the end zone. Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Dallas.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys back within 10. It's now 24-14.
Cowboys 14.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. It's Barkley. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Caught left side by Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for an Eagles first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now quick throw taken in by Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 2nd and 12. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
3rd and long for Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. This looks like a design run, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Gap. Towards the middle, and that's Tolbert. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
23 yards on that pass play. First down, Cowboys.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That's down the field for Lamb. That's caught. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 49.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Pistol now for Prescott. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Avery Williams on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Complete to Javon Dotson. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for another Eagles. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Game, offense. Still second down.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. That's right side. He's got to count the terror. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
3rd down and 9. Throwing is Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. Oh, a loose football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. They are very fortunate to get another shot at it. It is 2nd down and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Cowboys 21.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Push down to his left. He's going to keep it himself. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still 1 timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. Here's Dak to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt, and that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He takes off, and this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And this one really all over but the shouting. One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it. For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.